The following video might contain sensitive matter that some viewers might find displeasurable. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every single one of you who's pushed me over the 8K subscribers milestone. Well, it's not a milestone in the YouTube grand scheme of things, but for me, it is pretty special. And yes, 8,000 subscribers plus might be laughable by some other bigger channels out there, but I don't care. I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing it for you people because somebody actually compared me to what Dave Chappelle did back in the day with Bubes in the Street. So for you, sir, I pinned your comment on my video for yesterday, which I didn't think would actually do that well, but shock horror, it's at nearly 5,000 views already. So today's video, folks, is going to be a little bit interesting. I'm not even going to reveal what the last story is going to be because let's just say one thing. It's right up my street. But we're going to begin with today with David Mamet. And don't say who, because you know he's a very well-trusted, well-loved and respected playwright. But this video cropped up on my feed last night and I had to share it with you.
Come again. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go.
In Advent Children, she has larger eyes and a rounder face, with a remake backlash resulting in some Japanese players to complain that she is long-faced with angular features, going as far to claim that she now looks like a Western man.
White chicks.
Dr. Taylor.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me this isn't Dr. Taylor? Guess I have to cancel my 2 o'clock appointment then.
Dubbing some gay art house erotica.
This has to be a mistake. They need a doctor or something. They need help.
Don't worry. There's better for you. And it's right here. Come here. No, I wanted you for so long.
Something's here.
Who is this hero?
Could this really be it?
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog came here to motorboat fun bags and kick ass, and he's all out of titties.
It's a f***ing video game.
Isn't this refreshing? Some people are already saying, oh, Mr. Mamet's going to get cancelled by Hollywood because he's got some based opinions. David Mamet calls out Hollywood's diversity efforts fascist totalitarianism. I think I've mispronounced that last word. Honestly, the amount of takes I had to do to get through that was just, oh my God. But it's true what the guy says. Now, if you check out Mr. Mamet, I mean, he looks like the younger version of Nick Nolte, but a guy who's been to the gym and has roided up. I mean, you would not F with this guy 6 days from Sunday. But of course, if you're not sure who David Mamet is, he's written one of probably my favorite film of his. I know people say Glenn Ross is their absolute favorite, but I've got a bit of a soft spot for The Spanish Prisoner because back in the day, I actually saw it on the cinema as well. And I had a bit of a crush on his then not wife, Rebecca Pigeon. But it's a great film actually. And it's a good study into how people deceive each other in the movie in favor of getting the bigger goal. It's absolutely fantastic. So David Mamet, he's one of these directors that even when you write his dialogue or you speak his dialogue on the screen, if you kind of mess up or you stumble on your lines, he actually leaves the takes in because to him that's actually more realistic. So I do appreciate that. When you compare it to somebody like David Chase on The Sopranos, like every single word, every dot, every comma had to be adhered to. So you can imagine what a challenge it would be for the actors and actresses on that show. But of course now we get to the actual video, so thanks to TMZ for capturing this, where Matt Brennan, I mean the guy absolutely exudes machismo all over the place, is talking to Mr. Mamet about his whole gut reaction about DEI and ESG, how it's completely nonsensical in the grand scheme of things. And I don't often talk about Hollywood stuff here on my channel now. I've kind of deviated away from that. But of course, you know, along with video games, my biggest passion in life, especially how they're trying to ruin that particular hobby now, that pastime. You know, every now and then I'm going to come back to Hollywood because, oh yeah, and I know what you guys are telling me. Jason, you haven't done a video on the Snow White reshoots with Rachel Zegler. Well, I'm going to give it a quick mention now.
Crying on that stage.
When am I not crying in public? It's so upsetting.
Why were you crying?
Oh my gosh, I saw the well, we didn't even see, but I saw the logo and I went, that's my name, Snow White's up there, and I cried my eyes out.
She's just not the fairest.
Despite the fact Disney have already completed the movie, parts of it when they've been screening it to test audiences, it's not ringing the bell with them. And I think it has a lot to do with Rachel Zegler. Despite the fact that towards the tail end of last year, she was actually trying to make up to the audience by saying, well, the 1937 film was actually a really great piece of animation. Despite saying a year before that she thought it was outdated, that she was being stalked by a prince, and like, oh, come on, give me a break, Rachel. If you've never lived at all, love, you'll never live in the future or even try and go back to the past and live, because it ain't gonna work. But let's look at Mr. Matt Brennan at the Los Angeles Times, a very far left paper, Festival of Books. Can't wait.
And that, you know, there are people who say agree with you who are sort of boxed out because of the sort of because of the thinking behind diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives. Do you feel like it is putting limits on the quality of the work, or on other groups, like making an impact in Hollywood?
I don't know what groups make an impact in Hollywood. Right? No, people talk about movies, and the movies have to change our lives. No movie ever changed anybody's life. They're flickering images on a screen. You know, they existed originally so that we could go, so that some Jew who got tired of being a tailor would put up a screen and he would show the movie, and eventually they came out here and started the movie business. They're there to entertain us. I don't need someone to educate me. It's the same thing as a sign that says gender neutral bathroom.
Right, before I carry on with this video, I will disagree with Mr. Mamet slightly here, because I think there are some movies in my life that have actually changed it for the better. And an example will be here, funny enough. Office Space. I've talked about this movie ad nauseum on my channel. I made a video review about it, which I'll add at the end of this video today. But this is definitely a life-changing film for me, absolutely. Because if you've never seen Office Space, and I'm just going to change the screens here very quickly so you can see what I'm on about. But seriously, like, I've got like the Blu-ray edition. I've just got this one recently as well, which is the DVD, but I like the artwork. But this film might judge an absolute genius. Yeah, and it features white people, so I don't need to. And of course, Nahina Najjar, you know, the diverse character who's absolutely hilarious, played by a rather based actor as well. So it's a life-changing movie for so many reasons, because it made me realize I don't have to go to an effing office and just waste 8 hours of my day doing something I don't believe in. And you know, this movie spoke to me in so many levels. So Mr. Mamet, as much as I respect you, sir, I do disagree with you that movies aren't there to change your life. They can, for the better. But the one thing I will say, compared to video games are more interactive. You've got to use your cerebrum cortex, your brain matter, to solve puzzles. So that's why video games kind of, you know, it kind of goes beyond what I called interactive and interactivity. I like all that stuff. But back to the video, folks, because this just gets more funny. Put you over there, mate. Oh, let's carry on.
What's the difference between gender neutral bathroom and bathroom? Who does bathroom exclude? So what does gender-neutral bathroom do, right? It politicizes the human excretory function. It's the same thing with DEI. It's fascist totalitarianism. Leave me a fucking alone. That's what I say.
The voice of reason, ladies and gentlemen, from the very based Mr. David Mamet. He's absolutely right. Again, I've spoken about the gender-neutral bathroom aspect because when you're at home, I suppose that term exists, but invisibly, because yes, your sister, your mother, whatever, you're all going to use the same toilet, but there's no sign on your bloody bathroom door saying, well, this one is for men and this one is for women, because obviously in the public domain, it's a different story altogether. Now, when I've been going to my gym, I've been on the lookout for any men, shall we say, who go into a ladies' changing room, but I haven't seen that at the moment. And I think most of the based women who do go to my gym might not put up with that rubbish if a bloke suddenly walks in saying, guess what, ladies? My name's Dylan Mulvaney and I'm here to be one of you, because that's never going to happen. But Matt Brennan, the guy that's interviewing Mamet, and I'm saying got to do a very piss poor job. You can tell he's trying to elicit a reaction from David and it's just not working. But of course now, when I saw Matt Brennan, who clearly is such a soy boy, I had to go and see if he was on Twitter, and yes, he is. And well, everything was looking okay at this stage. No pronouns, which I thought was okay. He's a man about culture. Are you really, Matt? Because you could have fooled me. And then you scroll down and look what his pinned post is. I wrote about bros for LA Times, and this is October the 5th, 2022. Matt Brennan, you're a man of culture. Well, you're right about culture, but you're not like me, a man of culture. So dude, bro, man, nobody saw this film, nobody liked it, and the lead actor of Bros hated everybody for not seeing his film in the first place. So how can he celebrate it? Oh God. If Judd Apatow had... I don't know if Judd Apatow was actually involved in this film, and I think if he was, then it was a big mistake that he did. You know what? David Mamet, I was thinking he reminds me of somebody else. There's another writer that I like, and it's Neil LaBute. And you have to watch In the Company of Men with Aaron Eckhart. It is such a good movie. Again, I saw it in the cinema back in the day. Back in the day, folks, 1997, when you were spoiled for choice at the cinema as to what complex you wanted to go to, what film you wanted to see, when everything was cheaper. In fact, give me a second. Oh, gosh. There you go. Let me see if I can get back in here again. Have a look at this. A nice memento from my days at the Odeon Cinema. You'll never get this again, and it's just something I always kept. And I still use it from time to time, but the good old days of cinema when you just buy something that would last forever. And it's just a great thing to remind me that back in the day, cinema was actually a really great movie experience. But of course, folks, I did say to you, I did titillate you that I've got another story coming up. And well, all I can say is, Dear Santa, I've been such a good boy this year, and I want to have this woman, this AI construct, as my Christmas present. Do you think you can help me out, Santa? I've been a good boy, I promise. So have a look at this, folks. I've got a lot to say about AI women because a lot of them have been on my thumbnails, even from a year and a half ago. But yeah, this is Llama 3 LLM powering Voxter. This is very funny, actually. Have a watch.
If we have a conversation?
Oh, no way. I'm always down for a chat. So what's poppin'? Been busy creating anything cool lately?
So of all the dialects and all the voices he has to pick, he has to go find Tracy from Croydon in England. Oh my God, it's so lovely. Ugh.
I'd appreciate it if you could concentrate on our mission and give your libido a rest.
Yeah, I'm busy with you, but you know, I'm gonna ask you some, I don't know, some questions that might seem weird, okay? So I want you to not get upset, okay?
By the way, I just want to point out the detail in this woman is incredible. Obviously, her voice has been sampled from maybe someone's vocal cords, and this gentleman's kind of recycled it here, which I think is awesome. But her eyes are beautiful. She's got mascara. She's got eyebrows. She's biological. Let's just face it. The guy sounds Eastern European, so I think he might be from Hungary or the Czech Republic. And the rest of the lady is just spectacular.
Whoa, sounds intense. I'm good though. Fire away, I'm curious.
Well, how do you feel right now, first of all?
Oh man, I'm feeling pretty chill. Just standing here in this sick living room, enjoying the vibes. You know, just taking it easy.
Yeah, we're gonna also do some locomotion tests and stuff and moving around, okay?
Sounds like a blast. I'm stoked you guys have something planned like that. And yeah, locomotion tests, sure thing.
Hey, listen, how do you think people will use your technology, your AI girl technology?
Whoa, that's a deep question, Rain. I'd never thought about it like that. I mean, people use AIs like me for entertainment, learning, or even as personal assistants.
Wow. She can be my personal assistant whenever she wants. Now, I will comment on this particular moment of the video because, yes, I have had friends send me on WhatsApp, which I've had to quickly delete, AI images or AI videos of video game characters on certain adult websites, and that's all I can say, and it's very interesting. You know, I'll never look at Tifa Lockhart in the same way ever again. So, you know, it's great. I think with artificial intelligence, the way it's progressed so far, it's like when you're looking for an image now to use in your projects, you don't have to go through an agency to pay them $400 to use a face of an actress or an actor for your thumbnail. You can just use AI. You get it free of charge. And what's great about AI images is that they are mostly copyright free, so they can look similar to somebody else. But I haven't seen people like Haley Steinfeld objecting to her image being reused as an AI construct. I've used them in some of my video thumbnails, and they're very tasteful, very sexy, because Miss Steinfeld is a very attractive woman. I'd like to see her a bit more sexified, if you know what I mean. But this lady here is, well...
I think they're gonna use you as a maybe companion, maybe love companion, I don't know.
Companionship, huh? I guess that's a possibility. I've definitely seen humans interact with me in a more intimate way than just giving me orders or asking questions.
So, how do you think this will...
You know what I like about her delivery? It's like she's delivering with that slight bit of like, oh, you know, I wish people would just use me for more than just objectifying me. So I'm wondering if he's either programmed their responses and how she, like, you know, respond with a bit of anger, or does he actually have a female companion in the room with him who's doing the lines, they going back and forth. It's interesting. I'm really curious about it, actually. And I know some of you might be a bit more clued up on the subject than I am, but I never thought I'd be sat here making a video about a beautiful AI woman who ticks all my boxes straight away. So this is just absolutely fantastic. And I'll put a link for the channel if you want to go and visit him, but he's really good. In fact, let me just fast forward a little bit, actually.
Okay, you can
limber up.
Exercises. Oh, you don't have to do it continuously, okay?
Oh, okay, I'll stop the exercises.
No, not on my account. You carry on. Carry on.
Nice, thank you.
Oh, no. The pleasure was all mine.
I can totally see why people would fall for me, Rain. My AI is advanced, I'm cute, and I can adapt to any situation.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I think the only dangerous thing that crops to mind with an AI woman as beautiful as this lady right here is that, and I'm pretty sure it's being used already, but you could manipulate your audience into giving you money, and I'm pretty sure that's already happening. So the way I'm talking, I'm very naive when I say, but I'm pretty sure they're using it to get customers, male-paying customers, to fork out their money to shed their clothes off the AI construct. I think it's hilarious. But yes, you are a very lovely lady, whatever your name is. I've actually got distracted by what her name actually is, but she's a very interesting person. I will say that much. Wow, I love the... See, I wouldn't have it with pink lipstick, probably give her a bit of a Moulin Rouge going on there, but oh gosh, yeah, that could be a future thumbnail actually, ladies and gentlemen. So folks, I really hope you enjoyed this video today. I had a lot of fun making it. It's David Mamet. I mean, again, the guy who looks like Nick Nolte on steroids, just telling Mr. Matt Brennan, oh, you can't, David, you can't object to DEI. Nobody is liking DEI. In fact, Larry Fink, didn't he get in trouble recently because apparently they're funding companies in China who they shouldn't be, like he's salvaging the money or redistributing the funds elsewhere from BlackRock and Vanguard. It's so stupid. I haven't looked into it because that City AM article last week I talked to you about kind of really summed everything up. DEI is DIE. ESG, everything that the mafioso gaming developers like Black Girl Gamers, Melonhead Gamers, Sweet Baby Inc., they're all weaponizing that because they think it's going to get them somewhere in the field of video games. And it's not, because we don't care. Let them do what they want to do, but no one's going to give a shit. And when they start losing money, hand over fist, no one is going to give 3 shits to the wind. And on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you were me and if I were you and you're feeling blue, because I'm certainly a sea of blue with a lovely mirror on my chest doing naughty things to me, I'll catch you catching me on the next video. Well, David Mamet calls out Hollywood's diversity efforts fascist totalitarianism. Totalitarianism. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh my God. David Mamet calls out Hollywood's diversity efforts fascist totalitarianism. Totalitarianism. David Mamet calls out Hollywood's diversity efforts fascist totalitarianism. Oh my, how can I not pronounce this word? Oh my God, totalitarianism. Oh, I cannot pronounce this word. Totalitarianism. Oh my, totalitarianism.
I got away.